Lamentations 3 verses 1 to 24 through the Bible with J. Vernon McGee. Chapter 3. Each one of the chapters in this little book of Lamentations forms an acrostic. That is, there are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, and each of the 22 verses in each chapter begins with the succeeding letter. However, in this chapter there are 66 verses, which means that there are 3 verses that begin with each letter of the alphabet. I am the man that hath seen affliction by the rod of his wrath. He hath led me, and brought me into darkness, but not into light. Surely against me is he turned. He turneth his hand against me all the day. My flesh and my skin hath he made old. He hath broken my bones. Lamentations 3 verses 1 to 4. This man Jeremiah has seen and gone through great trouble. His health is wrecked because of his concern for Jerusalem. Jeremiah was not unmoved by the destruction he had seen come to the nation. He did not run around saying, "I told you so." Actually, he was heartbroken. His response also shows us how God feels. God is not removed. He goes with those who are his own. The Lord Jesus said, "I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee." Hebrews 13 verse 5. Whatever you are going through, you can be sure he is there. This I recall to my mind, therefore have I hope. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in him. Lamentations 3 verses 21 to 24. If I were to give a title to these last 3 chapters of Lamentations, it would be, When Tomorrows Become Yesterdays. Jeremiah is now looking back upon the past. He had predicted the judgment that came upon Jerusalem. And Jeremiah sits in the rubble and ruin of Jerusalem weeping as he writes this lamentation. These verses are the only bright spot in all of the 5 Lamentations. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. In spite of the severe judgment of God, and many thought it was too severe, Jeremiah can see the hand of God's mercy. They would have been utterly consumed had it not been for the mercy of God. If they had received their just deserts, they would have been utterly destroyed. They would have disappeared from the earth. Was Judah's deliverance from such a fate due to something in them? No, it was all due to the faithfulness of God. He had promised Abraham that he would make a nation come from him, and this was the nation. He had promised Moses that he would put them into the land. He had promised Joshua that he would establish them there. He promised David that there would come one in his line to reign on the throne forever. The prophets all said that God would not utterly destroy this people, but that he would judge them for their sin. God is faithful. He has judged them, but he will not utterly destroy them. A faithful remnant has always remained, and ultimately they will become a great nation again. Will God judge America? A great many people think not, but I think he will.